Welcome. The topic of today is the constitutional role of the Supreme Court after the 26th Constitutional Amendment. Supreme Court of Pakistan remains the highest court under Article 175.
Sir, how does it interpret the Constitution?
The Constitution provides the basic framework of interpretation. The Supreme Court continues to interpret constitutional provisions.
Sir, could you clarify what procedural regulation means?
It means the court must follow set procedures before acting. Suo motu powers are now more structured after the amendment.
Sir, could you explain the amendment?
Right to appeal against suo motu decisions has been strengthened. Article 185 still governs the appellate jurisdiction of the court.
Professor, is that the original text?
Yes, appeals from high courts continue under Article 185. Article 186 advisory jurisdiction remains intact.
Sir, does that mean the President can still seek an opinion?
Yes, the President can still seek opinion from the court. Article 187, power to do complete justice still applies. The court can pass necessary orders for justice.
Sir, does that mean unlimited power?
No, it is used judiciously for equity. Article 188 review jurisdiction continues after amendment. Review petitions are still maintainable.
The scope remains unchanged?
Precisely. The power of review is preserved, ensuring judicial consistency. Article 189 decisions remain binding on all courts.
Sir, does this apply to high courts?
Yes, lower courts must follow Supreme Court judgments. This ensures judicial consistency. Article 190 still requires the executive to assist the court.
Sir, does that mean state authorities are compelled to help?
Precisely, state authorities must act in aid of the court. The amendment emphasizes institutional balance. Judicial powers are now exercised with more defined limits.
Sir, how does this affect the basic structure doctrine?
It clarifies without altering the core principles. Constitutional interpretation is now more regulated.
Sir, could you elaborate on that?
Certainly, Parliament has increased its role in procedural matters. The court ensures supremacy of the Constitution.
Sir, does judicial review still exist?
Judicial review power still exists but with clarity. The court ensures supremacy of the Constitution.
Sir, what about judicial review?
Judicial review power still exists but with clarity. The court can still strike down unconstitutional laws.
Sir, what about fundamental rights?
Fundamental rights protection remains a core function. The court continues to maintain separation of powers.
Sir, could you explain how it resolves disputes?
It resolves constitutional disputes between institutions. It interprets constitutional provisions with restraint.
Professor, could you clarify the court's role?
The Supreme Court remains final interpreter, subject to constitutional framework. It interprets constitutional provisions with restraint.
Sir, who is the final interpreter?
The Supreme Court remains final interpreter, subject to constitutional framework. That is all. Next, we will discuss another topic. Thanks to all.